backups. That was prior to trying to make everything thread safe. So version 32 here, this one here. Okay. So I still don't have all of the faces showing here in this one. Not too sure if it's due to this here. I think it is due to the fact that I removed tons of shit. This is, before I cleaned everything up. Fucking goddamn reasons. So I'm using one. So normally we should be able to. I don't know. Let's just rebuild. So here we only render the top face. I'm using the arrays, and we have 2500 FPS for only the top face on a 8x8x8. Okay, and rendering not in VR but in DirectX. Well, we have less FPS than prior to starting the stream, it seems. So still a lot of FPS. Okay. But we're not rendering in the rest of the faces, and that's something that I will investigate. But here, but before I do that, I'm just gonna investigate. When I was using this sync bullshit there and all this gimmick. Do some work, build maps per frame, sure. Okay, let's leave that there temporarily. So here it's, I named it all faces. I only have one face. Why? Using async bullshit. Face type is equal to 0, but I'm not really using. Create instances here. I'm not passing that value in, and here I'm not passing that value in either. So let me continue here. Face type is equal to 0. Yeah. Oops. Oh, yeah, sure. So the main top struct, that's how can we have multiple faces? I called it all faces. Why did I call it all faces? All faces. Oh, all face. Oh, yeah, whatever. So we're gonna use a jagged array now, and we're gonna build all faces for real, if we can. Okay, so like this. Or yeah, sure. Let's do for and f it is equals to 0. F is smaller than the number of faces. F plus plus. Like this. Like this. And F. And here F. And here F. And in here F. Like that. Create instances. Next. Have to do that everywhere. That's really cool. Let's start with this, let's just start and see if I can just manipulate this example here. Sorry. this, but we don't have the loop here, so we gotta bring in the F like this, in here, like this. Next, same thing here. It's actually, you know, like number of faces. And for int f is equal to 0, f is smaller than number faces f plus plus. We bring that in and do f is equal to this here, and then we plug that like this, and then do f for the face types. Next, let's just take that loop again. And here, we gotta do the same thing, but only write the first one. And do F. F. Like this. So this is an old example. I'm much further ahead, and it's a little bit pissing me off. When I was starting like days ago, or when I was actually starting the async bullshit with the per frame loops. Fuck, it's so freaking far, man, still. Oops, so yeah, we just gotta verify here. So here I'm just writing, so we don't care about the writing, but here we're just gonna do number of faces, number of faces, and do bam f, 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 and f. And well, actually we don't really care about this anymore. I'm not using this for the moment because I'm drawing immediate. Anyway, the speed has been so good in immediate compared to deferred rendering, so you know, that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna use this either for the moment. Next, not using this. Let's bring in a loop here, like this, and like that here. And we're going to use f here, like this. Main top struct here, in here, here, and that's it. And here, I'm just gonna turn that out. That's in VR. Who cares? Okay, so now we have all faces, but it's gonna crash probably because I got other things to fix. Maybe. That's what I thought. Okay, so oops. Let's not work on. Oops. Let's leave that there. Let's not work on the adjacent bullshit for the moment. Okay. So everywhere that we're doing get map from file, we're gonna remove this. And in static, we're not gonna say equal to null anymore. the map. Okay. So it serves no purpose to write to file, but we're still gonna write to file. Let's just see how long it, let's not write to file. Okay, fuck this. Let's go to static here, and let's not nullify anything at all anymore. There you go. Okay, I'm clearing the arrays, but who cares? Okay, so this also, I forgot about this one. So we want to put that to 0 so that we're not checking for the neighbors anymore. Oh, and that was a thing that I had broken. So, oops. Yeah, now I remember this part. If... Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine in here. Didn't break it. I can do an else if here, but who cares? I just want to see the FPS, really. You just see the top face again. So, we're, you know, we're supposed to render all the faces here. But at least we see a good FPS. Okay, although we're not rendering any of the other faces, which is weird. So let me investigate some more. I don't even know where I was, you know, in this fucking version. It's pissing me off here. All faces. Maybe I should go a little bit, you know, like later after this backup. Okay, so 32 is rendering all faces. Program loop lag or .NET lag, so this rendering all faces fail. The luck here. I think I'm gonna go back to this one here. Okay, the lock success. 42. Before I started digging around in yeah, so I'm gonna have to because before I started digging around with the I'm just gonna close all of this. I was checking Lost Ark, and I've been downloading it because I want to check. Ah, shit, not debug. Don't know why I keep having issues with the debug thing. It's always the same thing. There you go. Now we're waiting for Visual Studio, and supposedly the rebuild has worked, but we have no debug of the success. Don't like it. Here. Just gonna build a tiny level. It's already set at a tiny level. So I call this a luck success. Without the luck, we were having issues. I don't remember about the write to file. God damn it. The luck success. Simpler, the luck success. Okay. The one they called trash. Let me just check here. Why the fuck is this one not working? One moment. This is in VR, right? this is in VR. We have a shit FPS. No, the FPS isn't that bad actually. 90 FPS. It's what we want to see. But which one is this? 42, simpler, the lock success. Okay, so we're using the jagged arrays in here. So I'm gonna have to go. Gotta go and have my dog take a bath here. So I'm gonna come back later, and I'm gonna put this one in DirectX to see the FPS, because we know that the FPS has to be about 500 FPS in immediate rendering. You know, seeing a chunk 8 by 8 by 8, minimum 500 FPS. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna try to do, and from there we're gonna see if we can manipulate the lock and have a specific position inside of the array being locked in the jagged array, you know, and in order to make it work with what I had before I moved on to putting lists instead, and that the FPS got